All right, Jared from Mississippi. No, Michigan. Jared from Michigan, you're on the line with Jared. Yeah, Jared, you're on the line with Jovan and Jimmy. How are you, Jared?
I'm doing good, man. Been listening for like 20 minutes and
Cool.
really don't agree with anything you guys said, but
which thing do you want to hone in on?
Well, first, the economic with communism, and you guys really believe that's, or I guess, would you hone in on socialism, communism, or where are you at with?
Before I answer, what's the difference between communism and socialism?
So communism is literally giving up your money, your production rights, everything to the government, where socialism, which I agree with a lot of concepts in our own government, does a lot of socialistic things, which I'm not opposed to. I guess kind of my argument is that there's a balance of capitalism and socialism that takes place throughout societies, whereas if communism is literally giving totalitarian control to the government, you wouldn't be having your show. We wouldn't be talking freely because every single thing, like call Trump a dictator, he's a king. No.
What principle of communism would prevent us from having this show and talking freely?
Free speech.
Do you believe that communism does not allow for free speech?
Yeah, definitely.
So which book of communist theory would you say validates that position?
I'm not an expert on it. I mean, I know some of the concepts of Marx, and some of the concepts are good, but
was Marx anti-free speech?
No.
But so if Marx
he's not a ruler or a government that's gonna be in control. He's idealistic. Just like you're an idealistic.
Where are you getting the idea then that communism necessitates no free speech? I'm not a communist.
Anytime, well, I know. I just your partner, Jax.
I am.
Was it Jace?
Jax.
Jovan.
Yes. No, I like Jax better.
I mean, here's the thing: anybody would agree in a perfect world that communism would be a good system. But the thing is, just like in a capitalist system, whenever you give people power, they take control, and there's no other system more than communism that creates control.
Power. If you give a person power, they take total control of opportunity. If you give people power, I don't think you can find that same. If the power belongs equally to all of the people, I don't think you can make that case. So basically, Jared, I think the problem that we have so far is that you have an idea of communism that is conservative defined, not communist defined. And I don't think, for example, the communist sitting with me, he can speak for himself, but I don't think the communist sitting with me would say that he thinks what you think communism is the type of government he's trying to live under.
Well, here's the thing, and we could actually probably agree on some things, but this thing where we are people, we are talking on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think either of you really understand what government is and what their objectives are and how they control people. Which
cool. I don't think you understand those things also, because I sit here and go, what is our government? I think I have a very good grasp. How does our government do that? I think I have a very good grasp. And what you're describing is that
our government is a corporatocracy. It's not a democracy.
Jared, we're not done yet.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What is it? It's what, but not a democracy?
It's a autocracy. So we had about 150 years of probably the most successful country in history where we were democratic, the people had their voice heard, and then
Hey, Jared,
the
which
idea of a
150 years was that?
corporation.
Wait, which 150 years was that we were the most successful?
I'm more about when people have their
I'd
voice
say
heard.
about 1900 to 1970, and then
Okay, so
the
that's only
idea of a
70 years.
corporation.
Wait, that's only
Yeah.
70 years. Why did you cut off the 80 years prior when you told me 150 years?
Well, I would say since the beginning of the country, but I kind of was thinking, I'm like,
So
Yeah.
I just want to.
1776 to 1970, roughly 200-ish years, 180 years. But that's when we were the most successful. I'll go ahead and let Jovan take it over. My only question was going to be how were Black people doing during that period of time? But I'll let you two have that.
In the whole time frame you gave us, you said that like people's voices were heard. My people couldn't vote until like 8 of the last years of that time period you mentioned.
Well, you do realize that nobody's going to vote in the system that you're currently supporting.
Incorrect.
And nobody will have any decision.
How many people voted in the most recent election?
Well, one side didn't vote at all because their candidate was given to them.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop you right there because the misinformation around the Democratic National Convention is so stupid. The DNC is a private organization. They don't have to hold primaries if they don't want to. I hope you understand that. Same with the RNC. If they decided tomorrow, we're not going to hold primaries this year, that's not illegal. They're private corporations. Like they put up candidates as private corporations. Second, the delegates who make those votes did vote for Kamala Harris. They gave her the votes. Third, because she was the incumbent, we did vote for her. We voted for her when they voted for Biden, knowing that if Biden either dropped out or didn't run again, that she would most likely be the next option, because that's how vice presidencies tend to work. Fourthly, because we know how campaign financing works, we know that there was, I think it was at the start, about $150 million still left in the Biden-Harris campaign for Biden's run. No one else had access to those funds except Harris. Anyone with half a brain would be like, yeah, why would we pick someone else and have to raise all this money again when Harris has access to $150 million in campaign funds? So,
I got you. But was that not perfect timing when they did it at the exact point to where we knew
Jared,
that she was going to be the candidate?
If Biden had refused to run, if Biden had said, I'm not running at all, right? I'm not going to run in 2024 at all. Do you know who would have been the Democratic nominee? It still would have been Harris. Without a primary, it still would have gone to Harris because she was the vice president.
Yeah, I mean, I got it. I'm just saying people didn't vote for her. I'll concede the topic because I want to get on to some other things. And
what tenet of communism or socialism precludes? You said we support systems, so please now cite for us where that comes from. What tenet of socialism or communism removes the vote? Because in the socialist society that I advocate for, voting would become mandatory.
Okay,
you will vote.
Okay. So there is where I agree. So I am in the opinion that, and just you study any society through history, that capitalism allows for freedom and the birth of a nation. That capitalistic system, as they evolve, has to become more and more socialist. And like I agree with welfare, Medicare for all those things. Yeah.
Jared, was our country founded as a capitalist country with the freedom you're describing?
Yes, and it
was 1776. The capitalism gave us freedom. Hey, Jared, do you know that Black people exist? I'm worried you've never heard of Black people.
Jimmy, they were only 3/5 of a people. Come on now.
Was our country free if people were enslaved?
First off, for about
Here it comes.
I mean, whatever. I'm just going to say about 80 years of that,
Here it comes.
this wasn't an issue with slaves, trade,
Yeah.
none of that.
Hey,
The
Jared,
slave
Jared, my
trade
question
has been
was
global. Okay,
great.
I'm just saying the slave
Excellent,
trade
Jared.
has been
Great.
global. And
Slave trade is global. In
in
fact,
fact,
Koreans
Christian
had the longest
values were what,
uninterrupted tradition of slavery of any nation. So great. We've gotten these talking points out of the way. We are already there. Hey, Jared, you
gotcha.
said we were capitalism allowed us to be founded as a free nation. Can a free nation have slaves?
Well, I don't know why you're trying to
Can a free nation have slaves? The answer is a yes or no question. Can a free nation have slaves?
I would say no, and I would say
Correct.
no
So
nation. I would say no
we weren't
nation
founded
in
as
the
a free
past,
nation.
all of human history before 100 years ago didn't have slaves.
Hey,
and that
Jared, where do you live? Do you live in the Michigan that's in modern day US, or do you live in the Michigan of a different nation from 100 years? Great. So we're going to talk about where we are and what we're doing and our past. And you said that we were founded as a free nation in 1776 because of our basis of capitalism. You have now acknowledged that it is not possible for a nation to be free and for that nation to have slaves. So when did America become a free nation?
I would still argue at the point that they created the country, because I don't think of slavery as a racial point. I think of slavery as a kingdom and an economic overlord of completely controlling your whole class of people. And the United States was funded and founded on a basis.
I hope you will call back next week, but we have to go because it's 6:59. I guess I'll just say, as you're calling in saying you don't think communism or socialism is good and what we're advocating for is worse, I believe it is the case. I can only speak for myself because I don't know. Maybe Jovan believes something that's going to blow my mind. Neither of our societies abide slavery, and you've just said that your capitalist society remains free even if there is slavery within it. So I got to tell you, no room for slavery with us. Not only is there room for slavery in yours, you are currently benefiting from slavery, not just the extension of our economic situation into countries that utilize it to sell us goods, but that America still has slavery right now today. And I hope you will call back next week and I will explain to you exactly where. And I won't let Jovan help me explain, despite the fact that he's actually from a group of people who had actually much more effects than me. Just to make you feel more comfortable,
I prefer you talking. Yeah, I prefer you talking over me for all Black-related matters. Yeah,
it will. I'll do that for you, Jared. I know it'll make you more comfortable. Jovan, any last thoughts for Jared?
None from me. Just slavery bad, Jared.
Yeah, we hope you will join an economic system that does not only abide but rely upon it. Jared, I hope we talk to you next week.
If you like this debate and you want to see more debates like this, head over to the Lines page at QN Align or Jimmy Snow on the Line at Jimmy Snow.